Hey, welcome back everybody. So you can kind of see I got my hands knee deep or elbow deep, I guess, in some flour. So what I'm making is I'm making homemade chicken and dumplings. I'm using self-rising flour, and what I'm doing right now is I'm crumbling the flour and butter together. And I always use salted butter. This is real butter. I don't use that crap you get out of a bowl. Use real stick butter. So anyway, I just want to show y'all how I do it. I've already got one stick of butter in there, and all I'm doing is just cutting it up. The reason I'm cutting it is it makes it easier to smash together, crumble, whatever, however you want to call it. Anyway, and I will mix this and smash it all together until it becomes a crumble instead of a flour. So after I get this all crumbled up and into a crumble, is I'll pour some milk over it and make a dough ball out of it. And then I will roll it out and cut my dumpling strips. So anyway, this is the dumpling part of it. I've got a couple of chicken breasts on the stove right now. They're boiling. And hopefully by the time I get done with this, get it all rolled out, the chicken will be done also. So anyway, I want to continue with this. This takes a little time getting it all mixed in together. Anything homemade is so much better than getting it out of a can or going to a store and buying it, because you know it's not homemade at a store or a restaurant. So that's why I like doing homemade, because it tastes so much better. Tastes like real chicken and dumplings. It has, with all the extra butter that I'm putting in here, it gives it a rich butter flavor, and I don't know what else. It's smooth and it's creamy. It's so much better flavor to it than anything that you buy out of a can. Anything homemade has a better flavor, better taste to it. Even if you're a bad cook, it's still going to be better than what you buy out of a can, because you don't know what you're getting out of that can. You know what you're putting in here. Yeah, this is starting to crumble up now. Still got quite a bit of mixing to do, get all that butter softened up and mixed in there, but it's starting to become a crumble. All I'm doing is whenever I mix it, I'm taking a handful and squeezing the butter together and with the flour, and that's what's making the crumble. I'll tell you what, this will wear your arm out. My thumb and elbow right now are on fire. It will work. It's a workout. Anything homemade, it's yeah, it takes a lot of elbow grease. But I guarantee you, it's worth it at the end. Having the rich flavor, the better flavor, than just popping it out of a can and microwaving it or heating it up on a stove or whatever. That's a bunch of crap. This is better. Now, I've been to several restaurants and stuff, and I don't know of any restaurants that serve chicken dumplings that I know of. Yeah, that's right. You can get it at Cracker Barrel, I think. And I've had it at Cracker Barrel. Ugh, it's nasty. It's not good at all. I'll tell you, oh yeah, don't get the chicken dumplings at Cracker Barrel. Don't get the biscuit and gravy either. Ugh. Yeah, don't get anything at Cracker Barrel. I think I'm ready to pour in the milk, and this milk is powdered. Oh, excuse me. This is powdered milk. I don't use milk that often, and so if you don't use milk that often and it expires on you, use powdered milk. It lasts so much longer. You don't have to worry about it running in the refrigerator on you. And you can, anyway, like I said, yeah, it just lasts so much longer. And powdered milk is great to cook with. So pour just a little bit in here. You want to pour just a little bit at a time. You don't want to overdo it. And all, like I said, you're just making a dough ball is all you're making. It's about, I really don't know how much flour. I didn't measure it. I will say probably about 2 cups of flour. And I put in here a stick and a half of butter. And of course, home cooking, you know, from scratch, whatever like this, it's messy. But hey, that's part of it. It's fun. Oh yeah, it's coming together now. Do I need to add some more? I'll add just a little bit more. It may look like I don't know what I'm doing. Trust me, I do. Okay, I think I got it where I want it. It's not too dry, not too wet. And it looks like a big old dough ball, right? Just pour a little flour on it. Yeah, sprinkle a little flour on here. May need a little bit more than that, but start off small and work your way up. All right, I think I got enough flour on there now, so what I'm doing is just rolling it over, mashing it down, and that's called kneading it. Just like, kind of like putting your knee into it. Anyway, just roll it over, smash it, roll it over, smash it. Still a little sticky, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah, just if it's still a little sticky to you, just sprinkle a little more flour over the dough ball. Okay, so I got the dough ball all kneaded up, and so the next thing is to roll it out. So what it's going to do is you're going to sprinkle a little flour on your rolling surface, which is my table. Kind of smear it out a little bit. I probably got too much flour on here, but it'll be all right. And the reason why you want to put flour down wherever you're going to roll at is because you don't want your dough ball to stick to anything, the surface. And also you want to flour your rolling pin also, because the dough ball will stick to that. So I got our dough ball. Dough balls are fun to play with. Pow. So anyway, I don't know if you noticed, but all these little black specks in here, that's not bugs. I don't have bugs in my flour. That's actually pepper. I put pepper in the dough, or yeah, put the pepper in the flour whenever I was kneading or putting the butter in it. Anyway, so I didn't put salt in it, and the reason I didn't put salt is because self-rising flour has salt in it, and my butter was salted butter, so I don't need salt. If I put salt in it, it'd be over salted. Makes sense, right? So anyway, I'm gonna smash this sucker down a little bit. And start rolling her out. I know on the last video I did this, that was my very first attempt of making homemade chicken dumplings. And I made my dumplings too thin on the first batch. Second batch, I rolled it out just a little bit thicker, And man, they came out so good. So I'm going to attempt not to roll these out too thin. All right, I think I'm getting pretty close to how thick I want these. Let me check it out real quick. I think I may be able to go a little bit thinner. And the more you roll it and you push it out, the thinner your dough will be. All right, I think that's about it. So, next thing we're gonna do is cut some dumplings. So I'm just using a regular old pizza cutter. All right, there we go. We got dumplings cut. So I'm gonna get these up off the table and clean up my mess real quick while the chicken is still cooking. And I'll get back with y'all here in just a little bit. So while my chicken is cooking, I got a few minutes to chill out on the couch and watch TV before I have to put the dumplings over into the chicken. So that's what I'm doing now, just chilling out. Okay, my chicken's all done. It's been boiling for quite a while, so anyway, it's done. And this is where you would want to taste test it to make sure your seasonings are good. And I added a little more water to it and let the water come back to a boil. So now I'm just going to take the chicken out and let the chicken be cooling down. And that way I can cut it up into pieces, strips, whatever. However you like your chicken in your chicken dumplings. Shredded, whatever. All right. So got the chicken out, and now it's time to drop in the dumplings. Time for the dumplings to go for a swim. Don't stick your finger in the hot water. And your dumplings will rise, swell up. And also you want to make sure your broth or water, whatever you want to call it, there is at a boil or a slow boil anyway. Yeah. Like I said, boiling slow boil while you're dropping your dumplings in. Because your dumplings cool, it's going to cool the water down. We'll smash these down a little bit. Let them get good and soaked, so that way they can start swelling up. All right. Just like that. Now, we'll put the lid back on this and let them cook. The longer when they start getting more done, the dumplings will shrink a little bit, and then they'll sink under the broth. All right. While that's cooking, we can shred up the chicken. And like any good chef, while you're cooking, you gotta taste test it, right? That's the fun of it. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. All right, welcome back everybody. So dinner is done, my dumplings are done. I wanted to talk about the dumplings real quick before I start cooking or start eating. I've already cooked. So anyway, when you drop your dumplings in, make sure you stir it occasionally because they will stick to the bottom when they shrink and sink. Also, you want to taste test as you go along. So if your dumplings are doughy or flour tasting, they need to cook longer. They're not done yet. So anyway, everything's done and I'm ready to eat. Got me a nice little candlelight over there. Of course, you know me, I gotta have my pepper. And I'll put a little bit of salt on it. There we go, like that. Oh, that was good. It smells so good. Good and hot. I don't know if you can see that steam coming off there or not. Dig right on in. Whoops. Oh yeah. That's a good chicken dumpling right there. That is really good. I don't think I made enough for me tonight. Oh yeah, that's good stuff right there. So, take the extra little bit of time, make it from scratch. It's really not that hard to do. If I can do it, you can do it. So, y'all keep making your home cooked meals. Quit spending all your money by going out to eat, like I do all the time. This is everything I had in my pantry. I didn't have to go out to the store and spend any money on this meal. I already had everything in the pantry already. So, $0. So, quit spending all your money by going out to eat. See y'all next time. Bye, y'all. That is so good. So much better than anything you buy out of a can. So creamy and buttery. Chicken's tender. Oh, it's good.